Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another random live. It's not really, well, it is random. It's a bit of a random live, isn't it? But I did sort of prepare this about an hour in advance. I just thought, finish work. I had a couple of pints down at Stonehouse, come home. And I thought, I actually thought while I was in Stonehouse, I thought, I'm going to go live tonight, even if it's just for an hour, 2 hours tops. Go live, have a couple of beers. Hopefully some of the older subscribers or random people will come and join in and have a chat and make a little, not a night of it, but actually just have a couple of beers and a good chat and just to chill out, really. So come home, sorted my tea out, had a bath and what have you, got all set up. And here we are now. Rare occasion that I'm actually ready to go live. This is a very rare occasion. I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes actually. Oh God, I spilled my fucking beer again. Baz is currently drinking Punta Gama from the Blade. I'm about halfway down the keg. So I'll be drinking that most of the night. I think I ain't really got much in at the moment. So yeah, if you are in and there seems to be 3 people in, feel free to comment, say hello, tell us what you're drinking, tell us what your plans are for the weekend. Tell us what you've done today if you've been off. Baz has been working. But, life is life, isn't it? That's what we have to do. And clearly I scared one person off. They'd had enough. So, yeah, hope you're well. I haven't got really any plans this weekend as such. Doing this now for a little bit. Got to run the ex to hospital tomorrow. She's got to go for a couple of tests and that. And she's got to have like a sedation or something. So she needs someone to drive her home. So I'm going to be doing that. But other than that, I don't know. I'll probably just sit indoors and just have a couple of beers, watch a bit of footy, maybe go out for a couple of pints. I don't know. Just do nothing, really. I don't know. So, yeah, that's what it is. So, like I said, 4 people watching. At least come on, say hello. At least make life easier for Basil. I'll open that up. It's funny, you get like a little Wi-Fi thing there and it's saying the signal's really shit. So I don't know what you guys are getting at the moment. We've got one in, John 78. Hi, Baz. Hope you're good, mate. Yes, good tar, pal. Good tar. John, I know John. Met him at the Wrexham Beer Festival. He's from Wrexham. You never know. I might get to bump into him again. Hope you're all good, mate. Are you having a beer? Are you participating this evening? As I said, if anyone wasn't in, we've got 6 in now. They've all jumped in. Baz is on the punty. So I'll be on here for, an hour or 2. I don't know how long I'll be on it. I'll be on here as long as I am. But, yeah, I've had, a couple of pints down Stonehouse. Come home, sort my tea out and that. And I think it's about my third, this one. It's about my third one, but I wouldn't say they're full pints. I've probably had the equivalent of 3 440ml beers in the old Punta Gama. So yeah, 6 watching apparently. 6 watching. Feel free to comment. Come on, make it easier for me. People said to me, you should go live more, Baz. You should do more live stuff. And now I am. It feels like hard work. So yeah, there's a couple of new Stonehouse beers out. One come out on Thursday. The other one actually only went on tap. No, one come out Wednesday, was it? Wednesday, I think. Or was it Thursday? Yes, Thursday. One come out Thursday, which is their new hazy beer. And then later on, hour and a half later, they put the other new one on, which is a cask beer, New Zealand hops and what have you. So the hazy one is already out in bottles. I haven't picked it up yet because apparently the Slow Drive it's called, is going to be out in bottles next week. So I will be sending some of these out to people. So it's going to cost me a fortune because Shane's very good at Stonehouse. He does chuck me a few freebies in there, but they tend to be the ones that I post out. So I'm going to be buying lots of beer. So I always buy a couple of cases of each. obviously I'll get so many free off him out of that, and then obviously I got to post them. But that slow drive is coming out a week today, I believe, in bottles. So, you know, the usual suspects will be sent the beers. So look out for them. It's quite handy that there's 2 beers that are going to be out sort of like in quick succession. So I can get them done, get them posted out, and hopefully the lads out there will enjoy them. Just go over to John here. Had a few scoops in the Magic Dragon and Fat Ball, mate. Oh, good man. Good man. I was thinking about the Magic Dragon, actually, today. I don't know why. Just come to mind. Wrexham come to mind. I don't even know why I think of Wrexham. Because it's not sort of like a go-to place that I even think of going to. But yeah. And I need to get in the Fat Ball sometime as well. Because their food looks amazing. So I need to just do that. I need to go into Carnivore, I think, in that one. So, yeah, I hope you had a good time, John. I hope you had a good time. He's a good man. Good man. So, yeah, there we are. That's my talking done now. That's it. Live over. It's not over. It's not over. So, like I say, hope you're all well. Been a busy lad lately, I have. Work seems to be pouring in. Seem to have lots of jobs to go and look at. I've already got. Well, I've got like bits of paper here, right? I'm in this little office, and behind this screen there, I've got bits of paper hanging up, and it's little notes for me to remind oneself of what jobs I've got to go and look at, what jobs I've got booked in. And already for 2026. I know no one's interested, but no fucker else is participating. So I've got to do all the talking. I will go on to this one quickly. Hey up, pal. Jamie's in. Hope you're well, mate. Keep the faith, pal. Keep the faith. Are we going to do Millwall? Who knows? We should do. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the little office, as a lot of people will know. And I've been quite busy looking at work and what have you, but a lot of it seems to be outside. I seem to be getting, and as I was saying, for next year already, my workload already for outside next year. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. If that one gets back to me, 6, 7, 8. At least 8, 11 to 12. And yeah, at the moment, I've got at least 3 months' work already booked in for outside. I would say definitely 3 months' work booked in for outside. So I'm getting to the point now that I need to stop taking any outside work on. I think what I looked at today, it's only a couple of days and what have you, but obviously with the weather, you never know how it's going to go. So I think from now on, I think my outside work for next year, I need to stop taking stuff in because it's going to end up being the year after. Excuse me. A couple of burpees there. I had lasagna for tea. I'm going tomorrow. Got 2 tickets for free. Good man. Has it got that bad, has it now, that they're giving tickets away? How do you think we're going to do, pal? I think we've got potential there. I noticed we've got a couple of new signings in. I do follow Sheffield United on YouTube, and I tend to watch them. But I've missed the last few, so I think there's been a couple that have come in sort of recently, hasn't there? So I don't know what you think of them signings. I haven't got a clue, if I'm totally honest. So are there other people live tonight? I'm guessing there probably is. I wouldn't be surprised if Rate My Beer is live and maybe Simo's going live and what have you. That could be why. Well, there's a few less people in here. It's got to be said. There's only four in the chat. 3 now. Good God, I am fucking scaring them off. But that makes it a little bit easier for me in keeping up with the comments, but it doesn't make it very good for anyone else. John 78, £4 a pint on a Friday in Fat Boar and Carnivore between 4 and 7. Happy days. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Popping out at 4, disappear at 7. £4 a pint. You can't argue with that. It's a decent price. I mean, it's not the cheapest beer you can get, but that said, let's be honest, you expect to pay £5 a pint anywhere, don't you? Somebody else has got now. We've only got 3 in. Is it just Jamie, John, and me? I don't even know if one of 3 watching is one of them me. I don't know. It can't be one of them. It can't be me, can it? Surely not. But yeah, starting to get a little bit colder. It's definitely starting to get darker later on now. What are we on? It's 8:10. I mean, Christ, it was lighter than this at 10 p.m. wasn't it? Not so long ago. I'm just being nosy on my phone. Don't mind me, because I'm really poor for that. But yeah. So what you got planned? What you got planned for the weekend? I say this, man, won't be doing nothing really tomorrow daytime. Got to take the ex to the hospital, run her home. I'll probably be leaving the house about 12. Got to go to Telford. She'll be waiting. She'll be doing all her stuff. The appointment's at 3:15. Yada, yada, yada. I'll come back. It's probably going to be bloody 5, 6 o'clock by the time I get back. So I probably will just have a couple of pints indoors or something. Maybe get some food and chill out really on the bed. Watch a bit of TV possibly. Sunday I got no plans, but we'll see what the weather's like and see what happens. I need to be a bit more daring. Really. Get my arse out of the house and start going places. The only problem is when I go places, I tend to have a beer. So, but maybe I need to cut some of that out. Cut some of the beer out and actually start doing a bit more and driving myself, because I don't have a taxi driver anymore, if you like. So yeah, there we go. So we got 5 in. Feel free to comment. Anyone else? Help us out. I've only got so much conversation. So I will start chatting shit now. We're only how many minutes in? We are, Jesus Christ, 12 minutes in, and I'm having to chat shit. So the first batch of Perfect Draft Oktoberfest beers have been released. I didn't dive into all of them. Apparently there was no offer on them, but I've got quite a few beers anyway in the shed to get through. But there'll be lots more Oktoberfest beers coming out, no doubt. Or more batches of it. I wouldn't say there's going to be more. Certainly not more variety, but definitely more deliveries of it. So, and they have released it a little bit earlier. So I will get around to doing that. I have noticed Chris's beer reviews. He must have dived on them early on and got both of them in, and he's reviewed them already. Because every year they are slightly different. So I may well get round to them. I seem to be knocking back quite a few kegs lately. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they seem to be going down quite well. But I've got several of them, so it's got to be said they will still take some getting through. But yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, any new beers anyone's had? Any new breweries anyone's been to? Yes, Wrexham got Sheffield Wednesday at home tomorrow, Baz. I hope they get a win. Well, to be honest, you got Wrexham third from bottom, I think, aren't they? Sheffield United are second from bottom, or are they bottom? And I think Wednesday are down there, aren't they? I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't really know what I want really out of that. I suppose Sheffield United win and Wrexham Sheffield Wednesday draw or something like that. I suppose that's about the best I can hope for. But yeah, I mean, I guess Wrexham are sort of like learning. They've reached that point now. I think when you get to the Championship, it's another level. And I've said that on a couple of lives about Wrexham. Wrexham have done fantastic. Obviously gone conference, 3rd division, 2nd division. When you get to the Championship, it's another level. It's very unforgiving, I suppose, coming up from the old 1st division, if you like, or League One. is like going from Championship to Premier League. It's a big step. It can be done, and teams can do well, but you've got to be on it straight away, and you've got to have good signings, and you've got to have a good team. And that's not saying Wrexham don't have a good team, but you've got to be on it, because if you have a bit of bad luck or a slow start, you can be left behind, and that's showing with Sheffield United. When you think, really, last year they had several chances to make automatic. They pretty much pissed the playoffs in the first, against Bristol City, and even then, for 75 minutes against Sunderland, we were still probably the better team and looked more likely to win and come out of it with nothing. And yet, what was that? May? Was it that would have ended May? And then 3-4 months later, boom, everything's gone. And yeah, the team look a little bit disjointed. Obviously, new manager, lots of loan players have gone out of the team as well, which obviously doesn't help, and injuries and what have you, and selling players. So it's very hard, the Championship. You've got to have a good squad in the Championship to get out of it and even compete, and to do it over 46 games. I think people sort of look at the champion and think, oh, Championship, and think, well, it's only second tier football. It's still a bloody good level, and over 46 games, you've got to be able to do it. Doesn't matter if you're, Wrexham sort of held Sheffield United a couple of times in the cup, and that, we should have beat you. One, you didn't, which is always a good argument, isn't it? But it goes to show that different level. So 3 people watching. Wrexham have built. Let me get that up on the screen. I know they've bought quite a few players, mate. 10 players in last month or so. Most of them with Championship or even Premier. Yeah, I know you've bought quite a few players in. Hopefully they can gel in that for you and it'll work out. But it's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard because you never know how players are going to work out. And even our lot of ball play. I know Wrexham have got Kiefer Moore, haven't they? I believe they bought him from us for about 2.5 million. So I actually think we made a few quid on him. I think we only bought him in for about 1.3. So we actually made some money on him. But Kiefer Moore is a decent player. But you never know how much of an input they're going to have. And obviously Wrexham coming up, all of a sudden, Wrexham with their owners, all the hype around them. I bet Wrexham are paying inflated prices just because it's Wrexham. But that's exactly how football is. So got 4 people in. 18 minutes in. Poor old John here. John's just having a chat with me. So, do you know what? Let's talk about the channel. Where is the channel going? I don't think, at the moment, like I said, things going on. I'm not going to say the channel's going nowhere, but it's kind of maybe stuck in a little rut with things going on in the background in my life. I'm obviously doing a few more lives, which isn't necessarily working as it shows. I haven't really got a lot of beers lined up to review. I've still got a couple from Mr. B's Homebrews and Beer Reviews. Rob, when I went to the Great British Beer Festival, he gave us 4 beers. I've got them to do. I've got one that's coming up from Simo because he gave us 3 beers, although one of them I just drunk anyway because I'd already reviewed it. So there's one that I reviewed after the first night. Literally got back to the room, decided to review it. A lot of waffling in there. 13-minute review. There was a lot of bollocks spoken in that video. It's got to be said. So I've got, 2 more beers, 4 beers that Rob got me. 2 of them are uploaded, just waiting to be released. I've got one that's uploaded that's going to be released tomorrow, I think, from Simo, like I said. I've got another one from Simo, an Imperial Stout that is going to be reviewed and going up at some point. I've got a Powder Keg Brewery beer that I've got to upload from Dave, the Urban Viking Hour review. I've also got a big 750 bottle that he sent me from them as well to do. And I've got 4 beers that Danny from Sofa King Drunk sent me, and they're 10 years old. All these beers are 10 years old, and they're like American stouts. I think there's 2 American stouts, a Belgium one, and a Chimay Blue. Chimay Blue, I know that's Belgium as well, but I can't think of the other one, so that's why I said that. So we've got some age beers coming up. They may well end up being a month or 2 down the line. They could go now, but it just depends on what I'm doing and what's going on. Within the next week or 2, I will be getting the Stonehouse beers, like I said. So both beers are out now. One's on tap, one's on cask. The one is in bottles. The next one isn't out in bottles till next week. So I'll be picking them up and I'll be giving them a review, obviously, as I do, because I like to support local. But other than that, I don't really think I've got anything. And I think, obviously, with everything going on at the moment, I'm not sure where to spend my money and what's going on. So I've got to be a little bit cautious with what I spend, or I try to be. But I'm not sure that's really going to happen. So there we go. I'm going to take a break for a minute. Feel free for everyone else to talk. Everyone else in the chat, even though I've got 5 people watching, I've got 2 people that are actually only commenting. And it's been a while since Jamie commented, so he's probably pissed off on another live or something. So, and I'm down to that now. So it may well be a case that I disappear for 30 seconds to get a top up. Have a nosy on my phone again as well, as you do. And not a lot is happening. If I'm honest, what's happened to everyone? Has everyone died or gone on holiday? Or are they just watching everyone else? I'm getting very little interaction on the live. I'm getting very little interaction in general, really, on my phone and what have you. So it's a little bit sad. But I will sit here. I will keep talking to you. It may well be that I only end up doing an hour. We'll see. Maybe more people drop on. Some people drop off, maybe. But yeah, that's about it. This is so hard. Oh my god, there's nothing worse than going live. Hey, Mark, thank you, pal. Oh, hey up me little owl, piss off you. Somebody else has come in and give us a comment. Mark Jones has popped on and said, hey up me little owl. He's just taking the piss because I'm a Sheffield United fan. And obviously, Sheffield Wednesday are the Owls. Hope you're well, pal. What you drinking? What you doing this weekend? Help in the conversation, please. It's one man here just running the show, which wouldn't be so bad. But, even I run out of things to say. It's got to be said. It would be good to see you do a live with Mr. B or JB. I know it's all about finding time to get it together. Yeah, it is. It is. My time on YouTube at the moment is very limited. Not out of any reason like, that, JB's not free or anyone else ain't free or I don't want to go live with them or anything. It's literally, it is just life at the moment. I feel like I don't have a minute, or if I do, I'm spending them minutes having a minute to myself rather than going on YouTube. But hopefully I will sort something out with Mr. B and or JB or both at some point. Also Simo as well. Need to go live as well, probably with Rate My Beer. Rate my beer. Not really had much of a catch up with him. We do message. We do keep in touch and what have you. But we've not really done an awful lot. So, Mark Jones, I'm drinking a Northern Monk beer from the supermarket. Can't remember what it is. It must be good. It must be good then. Is it a good one? No. Well, I'm taking the piss there saying that. Is it a good one? Or is it just one of them cans that you've just got and you just think, oh, fuck it, drink it. It's one of them ones. Is it one of them ones? Swazi Coil. Hi, Bazza. How's things? You don't give much. No, I know. I did actually share it. Well, it went up on YouTube. That's another thing. Showing how shit Baz is. Like, I don't really plan and things just happen at the moment. There was a time where I used to plan them because I had a life to sort of plan it around. At the moment, I don't seem to have a life to plan it around. I just do things and go, oh, I'm going to go live in a minute. But I did set the live stream up about 10 to 7. And the live started at 8. So, yeah, I do need to buck my ideas up on that. So if I sit here moaning, saying, oh, God, no one's in or whatever, it's probably most of it is probably my own fault, to be honest. And I'll catch up with this last comment at the moment. And it's Mr. David Wilson. How are you, David? Hope you're well, mate. Any more beer festivals that you are going to? The man is an animal. When I met him at the GBBF, he was there one week. He was there the other day. He was like going there the day after and what have you. The man is an animal. I'm not saying he's a huge, massive drinker. I'm not calling the bloke an alcoholic. He was very sensible. I think he was drinking thirds on the day. So for me, a third doesn't cut it. Half a pint is a minimal for me. I've got to have at least half a pint. It can't be a third. But yeah, he is a top man. And yes, David, doing okay. How's you? Yes, not bad, mate. Not bad. Busy, hectic. Trying to have a life, trying to do stuff and what have you. But I end up just coming on here, and that seems to be my life at the moment. It's a little bit sad, really, isn't it? But it's not really, is it? At least I get to talk to people. I'm not going out and about, and I'm not sitting on games, but I am on YouTube and I am talking to people. I'm just about to go out to a local pub with Vicky. Got 2 tokens for 2 drinks. How sad is that? Any excuse to get out, eh? Hey, mate, if you can get some free beer, why would you not go out? But the problem is you'll probably spend more. Or will you only have them 2 free drinks? Let me know. But hope you have a good time, mate. Hope you have a good time. Even if it is only 2 drinks. No more this year so far. Good man. He's behaving himself. Mind you, I would imagine, I don't know how many you've done, but you were speaking of a lot of little things you'd been to and gone to this year. So fair dues to you. He's a pisshead, Baz. Don't let him fool you. What, Mr. Wilson? Is he that bad, is he? Is Mr. Wilson a little bit of a cheeky... Is he one of them secret lemonade drinkers? He's not one of them, is he? He wouldn't be if I was with him. I'd break his glass all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't let the tokens go to waste. Use them. Pardon me. You've got to use your tokens. Don't mind me. Phone's gone off. Well, it hasn't gone off, but I don't think it's anything exciting. I shall have a look. It might seem a little bit rude. Oh no, the Desperados. I'm in this group with a few lads, and we normally meet up and have a pint in Stonehouse. So we have a group chat, and the mad thing is, like, we're there. Like, one of them will say, right, time for a beer now. Who's coming down? And then all you get is all these replies. Oh, I'll be there in about 20 minutes or something. It's terrible, isn't it? It's a sad state of affairs. It really is, but it's good fun. We all have a good crack. The mad thing is, it really is mad, and I'm just going to shut up for a minute. Don't let the tokens get in. Cheers, Mark. Yep. I'm from Yorkshire, David. Not a chance that he's going to let them go to waste. So I've just gone through them extra comments just to thingy. Yeah, the mad thing is this little group chat thing that a few of us have who meet up down Stonehouse. None of us actually knew each other until we went to Stonehouse. There's 5 of us that kind of meet up and have a beer. The one chap, he's an old chap. He's a good bloke. Is one of my customers. He's one of my customers. So I knew him actually before. And I know he used to go down there for a beer and what have you. But the other 3 lads, I'd never met them. You just kind of get talking to people, don't you, in a pub? And now we have this like little group chat and what have you, and it's good really. They're a good bunch of lads. One of the lads I've had a bit of work from as well, and there'll be some more work coming from him. So that's a good thing for me. You know, if nothing else, I can call it a business meeting, can't I? If I go down there, not sure I'll be able to claim for it, but it's a business meeting, whatever. So. Right, let's get on to Swazicool. The last comment here, I will chat to later, Baz. The nephew to KFC, drink sensible lad. You know me. How often do I get drunk? I'm quite sensible. Enjoy your KFC, pal. Enjoy your KFC. Thanks for coming on. Reap Baswald off. See these laters, David. Well, I mean, what accent was that? It wasn't Yorkshire, was it? See you these laters, David. Like, you know, it was half like fucking Scottish Newcastle. Enjoy yourself, Mark. Have fun. Enjoy them 3 pints. Now, obviously, there's a couple of lads that are disappearing now. Don't disappear. I'm going to disappear as well. We can't have everyone disappearing. But I'm just going to go downstairs, get myself a topper. So don't disappear anywhere. I will be back in about 60 seconds. Don't be put off by that blank screen. If I had a test card, I'd put that up for you, but I'm not that intelligent. So I'm going to have that slurp. Go and get a top up, and I'll be back any tick now. And I've got the old girl in here now with her weepy eyes. Right, I'm back. I didn't lose anyone. You all waited very, very politely. Come on, cat, come in. The old cat here. I'll pick her up. I'll get her in the camera. Come here you go. If you decide to come around my way. So, as you all know, anyone that watches my channel knows I have a cat that often crops up in videos or has done in the past, not so much nowadays. So here she is, and this is the old girl. Pretty much full ginger female, which is, I think, 1 in 5 you might get. They're quite rare. Not as rare as people say. But this one is 22 years old. 22 years old, bless her. So I don't suppose I've got much more time left with her. So I need to make the most of her. She's as light as a feather. She might look big, but there is literally no muscle mass or anything to her now. Blind, weepy eyes. Well, I say blind. I don't think her eyesight's great. She is deaf. She's weak on her legs, bless her. But she follows me everywhere. And it will be a very, very sad day when that one goes. It's going to be a hard one, that one. But I don't want to go on about that now because, you know, plenty of time to be miserable. Right. Baz, what's the next keg you're looking forward to on the Perfect Draft? Already on there or wishful thinking? Well, hopefully I will get the Oktoberfest beers this time. I don't think I've really done them for a couple of years now, the Oktoberfest beers on PD. They're always they're always good beers. But normally I have such a collection that I never get around to doing them. And obviously I can't afford to buy every keg. And generally it is just Baz that drinks them. So it's a lot of alcohol for one man to get through. But yeah, those would be the ones I would say that I know they're sold out at the moment, but obviously it's going to come back in new releases. Let me let the old cat out. Go on, girl. What would I like to see on the Perfect Draft? Blimey, I suppose more German stuff, maybe some Czech stuff. I don't know. Perfect Draft is very hit and miss at the moment. We seem to get a lot of British stuff that isn't necessarily always great British stuff. I like the fact that they're bringing ales out on the machine. You know, I like the fact that we had the old Thigstons. The Bass was a nice change. You know, don't get me wrong. It was a nice beer. It wasn't the greatest beer you're ever going to try, but it was a nice change. It was something dark. It was something different. You know, I'd like to see, you know, maybe some proper good full-on ales on it. Some more German stuff, maybe a bit more Belgium stuff. I just think it needs some more quality releases. And let's be honest, we all moan about the price of people who own it. We say, oh, it's nigh on 40 quid a keg. And it is nigh on 40 quid a keg. But you know what? If we could actually have quality releases regular, and I actually believe Perfect Draft could do this quite easy. We know the going rate from now. We're all talking about 40 quid a keg. Let's have some really good quality releases that cost 40 quid. Don't rob us on the price, and you know, don't charge a silly amount and give us shit quality. Churn out some really good quality beer at a price that is worthy of it. You know, a lot of people say through Kolsch, you know, it's nearly 40 quid, but it's a very decent drop, you know. And when you compare it to some of the British shit that has been on the Perfect Draft, not saying all of it, it's still kind of good value. So I think if we want good beer, we are going to have to pay for it, I think. But I don't think Perfect Draft need to take the piss on it. I don't really have a set sort of beer that I'd like to see out on Perfect Draft. They have such a wide range of beers they could put on there that, you know, they know what a good beer is, surely. So they could choose them. They could choose them, to be honest. But yeah, more quality. That's what I want to see. David Wilson, lovely old cat. She is a little beauty, mate. A little beauty. The first time I went to see her was 3 weeks old, and I went there every day. I mean, anyone that watches me will know, you know, just repeat myself here, but I went to see her at 3 weeks old, decided to have her, and I went there every day after work as a postman until I took her home. So she's literally been in my life from 3 weeks old. And she's always followed me and been a gorgeous cat. And she's going to be a massive loss at some point. A massive loss. Going to be a big part of my life gone when she goes. I wanted the Oktoberfest kegs, but there was no deal with this yet. No, but I wouldn't worry, Sebastian, because I reckon when they come back in, I reckon there'll be a deal on there. I think Perfect Draft have wised up to people who are really desperate to get them, but also to the beer reviewing side of it, knowing that the beer reviewers will go out and buy it because they want to get their videos out and they don't give a shit how much it costs to a certain extent. So I think next time they come in, I think you'll start seeing some offers on them. So I wouldn't worry too much. Cheers, everyone. Are you STD, if you like? Sexually transmitted disease. It's not that, obviously. David saying, hi, Joey. And STD is saying, Dave Bro. And John 78, like I said, from Wrexham, went to Waitrose in Chester yesterday. The multi-buys on beer were decent, especially on the German ones. Yeah, Waitrose are quite good in Chester. They certainly do have a big selection. It's quite a big store as well, isn't it? But it is quite a round trip for me. It used to be something I don't. Oh God, I need to get alive, don't I? I don't do so much of that running around now. I need to get myself sorted. It's all a little bit odd. Hoping to get Oktoberfest in bottles or on keg. Had the Paulana last week. Needs a bit more storage. Yeah. And the Paulana is good. Well, they're all good beers. All the German Oktoberfest beers are good. But it's like anything, isn't it? You have good, and then there's always one better. I mean, what you'll never get with German beers generally is a shit beer. You'll never get a shit beer. You'll always get a beer that is good, but not as good as something else, or not as good as this, or not as good as that. They will always be really good beers. And a lot of them are brewed, aren't they, to the older 15, 18, is it? 16, 18, 15, 18. Reinheitsgebot thing, and it's only like 4 ingredients. So it amazes me how, even though a lot of the beers are kind of samey, but there are some, how they make them so different, I'll never know by doing the same thing. Obviously, ingredients and quantities will play a big part in that, but yeah, it's very clever what they do. Don't mind me, I'm looking on my phone again. Not a lot happening. Do you know what? It's terrible, isn't it? Here I am sitting here on me Todd in house. The cat's decided to say piss off. I've got nobody on my phone talking to me. Normally, you can guarantee as soon as I do a fucking beer review or something, I'll have messages coming up. I get nothing on my phone. I've got a very small crowd in tonight. I very much appreciated, I very much appreciate that, but a very small crowd in tonight as well. I must have upset some people, obviously. But yeah, decent drop, actually. Decent drop. I should review it again, but which I may well do, because I think when I initially reviewed that beer on Blade, there we go, get it the right way around. I wasn't massively impressed with it, and I still wouldn't say I'm not massively impressed with it now, but I kind of like it. It's one of them. It's not the greatest beer, but it's a solid beer, I would say. Whereas I thought it was a little bit weak when I reviewed it. But it's funny. I've probably ordered that. I haven't ordered any Zipfer for a long time. I've ordered quite a few Punta Gamas lately, which is very odd. And I don't order enough Lagunitas probably, but that all comes down to how much money I got, what offers are on, and when I can buy it. But yeah, maybe I'll do another review of that one. Like I said, I'm down to about, it was down to about half a keg earlier. It's probably down to half a keg's about 7 pints, 8 pints, or 8 500ml glasses. I'm probably down to about 5 500ml glasses. I've got time, so maybe I'll do a re-review of a Blade keg. Will anyone watch it? I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's it. That's all the comments caught up on. We got 7 in. And now I've got to think of something else. What else am I going to do on the channel? What else am I going to do on the channel? I'm obviously doing more lives. I need to get more beers in to do beer reviews. I definitely want to do. I've got to do the Carolina Reaper challenge. Chris's beer review sent me a dried Carolina Reaper. I've got to do that. I've got to admit, I've been bottling out of that a bit. I've been bottling out of that a bit, but I do need to do that. And I also, going back about three years, if not more, I did sort of like talk to Shane from Stonehouse, and I want to go down there and interview him and talk to him about the brewery, about everything. And I do need to do that. I made a list of questions on my phone in the notes section. So I do need to do that, and it'd be good to do that. Yeah, maybe Baz's arse needs a little bit of kicking into gear with the channel. I probably need a little bit of a kick up the arse with the channel. I need a little bit of a kick up the arse in life. I suppose we all do, don't we? But at the moment, I suppose when it'll happen. It'll happen. When it happens, I don't know. But I mean, I've just seen David saying the brewery walk around would be tiny because you can do a tour. I don't think he'd be happy if I done a walk around the brewery. I was like, I don't know, because it is tiny. Honestly, it's tiny. It's literally the brewery is one room, and it's not exactly. You could literally stand in one spot and turn around, and then you come out and you're literally in the bar, and then you've got the restaurant side of it. The bar and the restaurant side are probably bigger than the brewery. But yeah, I need to. I want to interview Shane. I'd like to, if I could, do a little bit of a walk around the place. Even if Shane joined me on doing a little bit of an online brewery tour or something, that would be good. Not too much detail. Obviously, when you do the tour, I've done the brewery tour. You get discount on food. So you pay so much for the tour. You get discount on the food you order if you stop there. You get. It used to be you got a pint when you went in there. You'd get 5 half tasters after once you come out. You'd get to try their spirits as well. So yeah, maybe that's something I could look in at doing. Probably need to do a little bit more work stuff as well. I'd like to do a little bit more work stuff. A few people have commented that it'd be good that if I'd done a bit more work stuff. Maybe give out some tips. I did half set up a decorating channel, which I never really sort of went on to sort of push for it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I could probably, maybe I've got a little bit complacent with the channel, and I could do with sort of like giving it a kick up the arse, give myself a kick up the arse, and try and refresh it a bit. But any ideas that people have, feel free to comment. I might not necessarily take them on board, but any comments people have, it might just get me thinking. It might stir something up in my head. It might be a comment that I actually take on. I don't know, but yeah, anyone out there, feel free to comment. Sebastian Oakley, you can pick up blades quite cheap on the second-hand market. Is it worth the punt from a perfect draft owner? There's some good beers on the blade. There is. But the selection is very, very limited. It's a great machine. It's a commercial machine. But the beers are limited. But what is on it, there is some really good stuff. There's some shit as well. Edelweiss, Lagunitas, Velacamars and Gossamars, and you've got the Gossa unfiltered sort of thing, if you like. I can't think what it's called now. It's been that long since I've ordered. Red Stripe, if you like. Red Stripe, not for me personally. Amstel, again, not for me personally. The ciders they seem to be getting rid of. It depends on what price you can get the machine for and what beers you want. The best thing you can do, my friend, the machine is a quality machine, no doubt about that. The best thing you can do is go on Beerwolf and look at the beer selection see what you can get, see what you like, because I think the machine isn't in question. The selection of beers is, and that's the biggest thing. If you're buying a machine, you've got to be able to get them beers. So I would maybe do a little bit of research, go on Beerwolf, see what beers are available. Like I said, there are a lot of good beers. Zipfer's good. I think this one, Punta Gama, I think is possibly, I mean, there's shit on there, but I would say this is one of the better shit ones or not so good ones. It's 8 I've ordered regular. The blade does cool to 2 degrees. So if you're having something stronger or darker or heavier, like Lagunitas, you don't want that at 2 degrees, do you? But that is what the machine will cool it down to. So you won't necessarily get the best out of it. Do a little bit of research. I can give you my view on it, but a little bit of research will certainly help you there. Sounds like Pirival. Amazing what you can achieve with a. Oh, right. Yes, it's a tiny room. Honestly, Dave, right? Yeah. Right. It's let me sort of like I've got curtains there, right? So that's the window. My fingers there are probably up against a wall, and I'm touching the wall there. So it's my wingspan. I would say this unit that the camera and everything is on is 5 foot. I would say it's 6 foot wide, fractionally over. What's that? The door's about a meter wide, so we're talking 3 foot. It ain't big. This room is about, I would say 10 foot by 6. You'd actually struggle. This is where the door is, obviously. And it's only about 2 foot away from the front of my hand now. What you see on the camera is the other end of the wall. You struggle to get a single bed in here. That is it. So it's a nice little office. It's a nice little room to come up here, do me work stuff, and obviously do me lives. But yeah, it's amazing what you can do. It's amazing what you can do with a small space. I suppose it depends on what you want it for. I've got quite a few shit bits up, dart stuff. I got loads down, obviously in the original man cave. So God knows what's going to happen when I move out with that. God, trying to find somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised when I actually do move out, unless I'm really lucky and find a place with lots of space. I think maybe a lot of the darts memorabilia will have to go, which is a shame. I may sell some of it off, but you know, some like the shirts and the framing of them and what have you. I'm looking at probably having to get 250 just to break even on a lot of them, and I've got 10 of them. I wouldn't necessarily get rid of all of them, but yeah, that's the kind of situation I'm in. I remember drinking Zipfer on holiday in Austria in the early 90s. It was £199 for 5 nights in Gastoff and 2 nights in 5-star. Wow, that's fair. That's pretty damn bloody good, isn't it? That's pretty damn good. Zipfer, I think, is a decent lager. I think when I've done my thing, obviously you got the Heineken on the blade as well. Heineken's good. Heineken Silver. It depends on what you want. You know, it's a lighter version. You've got the non-alcoholic Heineken as well, which I think actually for a non-alcoholic lager, it's quite decent. But yeah, Zipfer I think is a decent drop as well. They have a lot of sort of Austrian beers. I would say there's a lot of sort of Austrian stuff you can get on the blade. And bearing in mind, Austria, Germany, they're not exactly miles apart. The beer quality is not as good as German stuff, I would say, necessarily, but you do get a very decent beer out of it. So, you know, going back to Sebastian, do a little bit of research and see what you can get. But the machine is a quality machine, without a doubt. Touch wood. I got mine on my birthday or just before my birthday in 2020. So we're still kind of in lockdown. Got it for my birthday, which was July. It's 5 years later. Like I say, touch wood, no issues with it, no cooling problems. I know there are issues with every machine. You know, the Perfect Draft has had issues. And I know a lot of people have issues with the blade, but, you know, I'm kind of lucky. I think some people's problems are down to their own sort of ignorance and not thinking about, don't read the instructions and just do silly things. I could be wrong. It could be the quality of the machine. Since I bought it, I don't know. But it's a good machine. There are some good beers. Do your research. So yeah, that's it. I've caught up on the comments now. I'm going to have a little bit of a slurp. These glasses are great as well. It's got to be said. The Punta Gama glasses. They're not nucleated, but the design on them is fantastic. It's like one of them sort of like lead glass window things. I think I got them at half price. I'm certain they were fucking hell. What were they? They were something stupid. Zip for ones as well, and I got Valaka Marzen, nice glass. I'm certain I got them. Obviously, it'd have postage in that, but I think I ordered beers with it as well to try and get free postage. But I think I paid about fucking, oh my God, it was something stupid. It really was. I paid about £3.50 for two of these or something, or a fiver for two. And yet when I was looking originally online, they were selling 6 and it was 28 quid and about £15 postage. So, yeah, cracking glasses. And I'll just, from what I've just said, let's get on David. Different tubby glass, yeah, absolutely banging, mate. Honestly, they're so cool. And that little ridge there, that's your 500ml line. So obviously that should be your head. I've got a cat there. That should be the head on the beer, and that's the rest of the thing. They're proper cool. You can get like tulip glasses, but I really wanted them because I thought that really shows, shows the beer off. And see, yeah, swirl. Look at that lovely head. Plenty of bubbles there, and there's like things going up, but it's not massively carbonated. But it still looks like a great beer. Warm myself out there. So let's give it to David's comment. Go down to David's next comment. Like the headspace. Yeah, exactly. You know as well as me, David, Austria, well, not necessarily just Austria. Obviously, Austria must be like that as well, but Germany and what have you. Space for a bloody decent pint. And that's actually a groove in the glass. You may well be able to see that. That's a groove in the glass. So it's almost like that's telling the bar staff that beer needs to be up to there. If the beer ain't up to there, it ain't good enough. So it's like a good guide from. And when you get it right, I've got to admit, it's quite hard to get the perfect pint on the blade. I wouldn't say it's hard to get the perfect pint. I've got a skimmer for it. So they recommend like really filling it up and just skim off the top, which is what they do in a lot of these sort of countries. When you get it looking good, it looks absolutely spot on. It really does. And it's very refreshing. Hoppy, malty, a little bit of bitterness. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. So there we go. There we go. I've caught up with the comments. Lots of talking. So if anyone out there has any questions, anyone wants to be nosy, feel free. Anyone wants to suggest anything on the channel, anyone just wants to say, look, Baz, do you know what, tomorrow? I'm going here tomorrow. Feel free to. David clearly isn't going to any festivals tomorrow. Otherwise, no doubt he would have told me by now. I've got 5 people in. And I appreciate every single 4 people in. All right. I swear that happens. I swear people just go, oh, I wait until he says we've got so many and I'll disappear. I appreciate every one of you coming on and watching. Just checking my phone like the sad man I am. Wondering if anyone out there actually fucking can be asked. By the looks of it, no. Apart from the Desperados group, which is the Stonehouse drinking group. That's about it. Just don't always comment every time. I don't mind being in group chat, but sometimes you get these group chats and there's like 50 messages gone past. You see the last message and you think, what the hell has this conversation gone to? And you can't be bothered with it. Going to the pub, even if I have to take rail replacement bus. Oh, good man, David. Good man. It's got to be done, isn't it? It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I know a lot, maybe some, I don't know, some watching might go, oh, you boring old fucker. I'm going to drink that. And then I will end the live stream. I've obviously picked the wrong day to do a live stream because no doubt loads of other people are doing it as well. But I do appreciate everyone coming in and tuning in. And, now it's gone up to 8. There must be a massive delay on this. Massive delay. I always wonder with the internet as well, because the internet's not great here. So I don't know what you guys see, whether it is like staggered or lagging or anything. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll drink that and I'll leave you all in peace. And you can crack on with your weekend. Go to the pub. Dave can like jump on trains and shit and buses. Yeah, and that'll be it then. But drink this first, obviously. I will get some more beer reviews out over the weekend, hopefully. And that was the last comment. So yeah. Oh, and do you know what I'll do? I'll probably go and lie on the bed, put my feet up, chill out, maybe catch up on a few other videos and channels. There's certainly a few things I've got to catch up on YouTube. I'm well behind on. You try and watch everyone, but you never watch everyone. But I think every channel has their select few that they like to watch and put on. But I feel like I'm so far behind on all of them. So maybe you want to go. I'll do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of catching up with some other channels. And just relax a bit. All right. Sorry, Dave. That's tomorrow. Chilling here with beer. Good man. Good man. Have a good weekend, Baz. Yes. Thank you, John. Thanks for popping on, mate. I'm not quite going yet. I'm probably going to be here until live saying 1 minute 2. I'm probably going to be here for another bloody 15 minutes, no doubt, knowing me. But yeah, I will leave you all in peace. And you can watch some others. I'm not the most interesting person when I'm stuck on my own, talking, to be honest. So I can understand why some people might not watch. But I do like, I will have to sort out a couple of lives as well. Certainly with JB. Be good to go with Mr. B as well on a live. I don't like doing all the big, 3, 4, 5 sort of people on lives because I just find, whether my internet connection would cope with this, that, and the other, or I just think when you get loads of people on, it's a little bit of a mishmash. So I'm happy. My comfortable zone is like me on my own or someone else, just because you've got that little bit of support and make the live a little bit more interesting without slowing everything down and getting all that lag. But even then, you still get a little bit of confusion on it. Apologies there for that little bit of wind. Lasagna for tea. And it did just come up there in a little bit of a burp. It's the gift that keeps giving, as you might say. I will have to meet up with John actually some point. I do plan on going to Wrexham. I'm going to catch a train or catch a bus or something and fuck off around Wrexham on me, Todd. Go and have a few pints. There's a couple of people I know. I'll message them or something and try and meet up with them, have a beer. But to be fair, I'm the kind of guy that can go into a pub and just sit there and have a beer anyway. I don't worry too much about company, but obviously it's always better with company, isn't it? But next time I do that, John, and I'm kind of guessing you've probably gone now, but if you are here, Yeah, I'll let you know somehow, or I'll maybe put it on YouTube and you'll see the thing. We could maybe meet up and have a beer together. But yeah, I'm worn out now. Worn out now. Good old Baz. Worn out. Oh. Comments and all sorts coming up now. There's somebody on Twitter. I won't say her name. And I don't think I follow her. I think it just comes up. But her name is Aunt C-U-N-T. I'm like, really? Is that what you're calling your Twitter name? I'm no softie, don't get me wrong. I'm no snowflake, but you're thinking, whoa, that's a bit of an aggressive name, isn't it? I think she's quite amusing, but you tend to just get a load of weirdos on there going, you know, I don't know about anyone else, but you look at some of these channels on YouTube, on Twitter, and all that lot, and they're all, certainly a lot that the women do are all sort of sex based, you know, considering we're not supposed to look at women in a sexual kind of way. All their videos are kind of sexual based. You know, you have female joiners dressed in scantily clad stuff, and the camera's like set up behind them as they're bending over and what have you. When it, you know, really, it should be, you know, the camera should be set up looking at the wood. You know, it's terrible, really, but it makes me chuckle, and you know, it don't stop me having a quick nose, obviously. I'm a man after all. But that's a different conversation altogether, isn't it? So 5 in now. I've obviously scared some of the ones off. If anyone knows, I don't hold back on what I say generally. I try to, but sometimes stuff comes out. But mean no harm by it. So yeah, I think now I'm going to take the last big gulp of this beer, finish it off, end the live, leave you all in peace. Hopefully you all have a good weekend. You may well see me back. No doubt I've got videos coming up. I think there'll be one up tomorrow, one up Sunday. So I do need to share one. I released one today that I need to share. But yeah, there'll be videos out from this channel to watch over the weekend or whenever you feel like watching them. So I'm going to finish that last little bit off. I'll say cheers. I'll say thank you to everyone that has tuned in and given us a bit of a view. Everyone that's commented, that has dragged me through the last hour and 8 minutes. Much appreciated. So go and enjoy your evening. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Like I say, there'll be videos up over the weekend if you want to go and watch them. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to end it there. So bonjour. Enjoy your weekend. And Basil, there's Basil on the old laptop here pressing all the wrong fucking buttons now. Basil, we'll see you again soon on another beer review. And no doubt within about a week, I'll see you on another live. Thanks for watching. Good night.